just me and my guitar.
Hey, welcome back YouTubers. Today I'm going to do a clean on my Evolution Aqua Nexus filter on my koi pond for you. So without further ado, let's crack on. Can't really see today, I back flushed it a bit yesterday, but you can't actually see the bottom drain there at the moment underneath the I think we might just get a little too much reflection there, sorry. We'll go outside. Covers are still on. It's an absolutely stunning day today. Stunning day. Right, in the engine room we go. Right, the way these filters work is they're gravity fed. So you imagine inside the pond you've got your bottom drain, and the pipe runs level across the bottom, the ground, up through this big valve here, and it comes up through there, goes into that chamber there, and it goes swirling around there. And if you look closely, there's a grid which runs all the way around. There's about 3 stages of grids there. The water gets sucked through there, so it gets sucked through all the K1 media, which takes out any of the trapped particles, leaves. Just mechanical filtration basically. It just takes all the rubbish out and keeps that out of the main chamber. And after that it goes through there, down there, and ends up in this outer section, which is your biological side of the filter. Obviously the K1 there, it's got oxygen purging it all the way through all the time, 24 hours a day. So you've got a lovely biological action going on. So anything, obviously all the ammonias and nitrates get eaten up by the bacteria. And it's constantly being oxygenated, so it just creates the perfect environment for these bacteria to grow. At the moment you'll find that the system will be quite low on bacteria because it's still quite cold and the season hasn't kicked in yet. We're not feeding very much at all, just started giving them a little bit now, and but once we start putting the food back in, obviously then the bacteria, the ammonia is going to start creeping up, the nitrate's going to creep up, and then it will kick back in with the extra proteins and things that are getting put in there from the fish food. But that's going to take time to recolonize again. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to back flush this system, how to clean it out. I'll have to stick you on the tripod in a minute, so you'll have to bear with me for a second while I do that, and then I'll get back to you, okay? Right, okay, we're back, guys. Right, the first job is this pipe here, goes down the centre, push that in nice and tight. That stops all the media and everything going straight down the middle and getting sucked down the drain if it blows up. Some of these have got a cover, plastic cover on the top, which I didn't get with this one. I bought this one second hand when I plumbed it in, so it didn't come with one. I could make something, but then it doesn't throw them up and go, as you'll see in a minute. It runs quite well. But I'm just going to zip off for a minute and turn the power off, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, that's the main pump off now. So now I've got to go in the big ball valve that I showed you before, the big one I pointed from the bottom drain, which came up now. I've got to turn that one off. Right, that one's isolated off now, so that's turned off, so no more, as this is purging away now and aeration is going through the media, it'll stop any more water coming back up through. Right, so if we turn this one off now, that'll turn the air off to this section, and then we turn the air on to this inner section, like that, and it'll rise up and start agitating in a minute and start bubbling away. And this juggles all the media around inside, so any lodged up particles that have been trapped in amongst the K1 media then will get released, get pushed back through the grill into this chamber here, and then when we open the drain in a minute, it'll all go straight down the sewer, then straight down the drainage system. So it'll clear it out, and then we'll refill it and do it again. Right, I'm going to let this run now for a good 10 minutes. Go and put the kettle on. I'll stop you and then I'll start it again, and we'll be back in a second for you, and I'll show you it draining away. Right, okay, 10 minutes has gone past. It's still tumbling away there. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down and turn the valve off, and you'll see the level of the water drop away now. And down it goes. Got to do this about twice a week in the summer, sometimes 3 times depending on how heavy the feeding is. But these are absolutely fantastic filters, they really are. Down it goes. It's such an easy system to install, such an easy system to clean. Money well spent, I think. Right, so that's dropping away nicely there now. I'll stop you again while it finishes emptying out, so I don't want to keep you hanging on for hours watching, which looks like nothing happening. And then I'll show you the system refilling again. Right, okay, that's all emptied out nicely now. You can just hear the hiss of the air coming through because all the water's gone out of the inner chamber now. So what I'm going to do now is that big valve that I showed you before, I'm going to lift that up now and return some of the water from the pond back into the filter, so you'll see it come in now. Here it comes. You'll see the media in the middle rise as it fills up. There it comes, and then it'll start purging away again. All the bubbles are coming through, and it'll start tumbling again then. There it goes. Right, that's just me, I don't like things getting stuck to the centre. Bit of OCD going on there. There you go. So we'll do that once more. When we do it, I did it yesterday actually, it was quite mucky yesterday because it hasn't been cleaned for quite some time, but still a few leaves popping up from the bottom drain that have crept in over time, and they settle in the bottom chamber underneath the bottom drain. It's quite a big cavity under there where the pipe fits in, and sometimes you get quite a bit of leaves or that muln that builds up under there, trapped leaves. But the good surge of the water returning to the filter there, it normally drags a few out, back up, and then they go down the drain then. I think that'll do nicely there now, so it's running quite clean inside, so we'll drain that one out and shut this thing down and then reverse everything. I'll show you how to do that and put the lid down. Right. Open the valve and down it goes. I'll turn this one off now. I'll quieten things down a bit. Put the oxygen now, going to start tumbling the outside media now, and there's your biological action firing up again. Like I said, mechanical in the middle. Anything that comes up through the bottom, leaves or anything like that, gets trapped in there. Then that water goes through that, down that pipe now, which I'm going to take out now, and then back into this section. And there we have it. That's slowly draining away. Okay, now I'm going to turn the main valve back on. And the water will enter the pond again now. I'll bring it up to level. And we're done. Job's a good one. That water flying back in there now. Raising the media up slowly. And there you go, everything's back together now. Pumps back on, and the circulation starts again. I've got a big carbon filter in the shed. I'll show you that now. Actually, we can go in for a stroll, and I'll show you what how I refill it. I'll just show you the drains there at the bottom. That's the main drain coming into the filter. That one there I don't bother using, that's just switched off, and that one there goes to the drainage system, which is over there in the corner. I plumb that in all the way through under the ground, under the deck there. Okay, we'll go back in now. But I can show you that pipe there. I've got to enclose all this in this year, box it all in. I'm going to put a nice seating area along here. See over there, that's where the water's coming back in. If we go under the bench, pardon me for that, there you go, you see that massive great carbon block there, made by the same company actually, Evolution Aqua. I think that was rated up to about 350,000 gallons. Hose pipe connections, one on there, and then straight from the tap. Goes through, dechlorinates everything, takes all that nasty stuff out of the water for your koi, and put some nice fresh water back in. They always tend to go a little bit crazy after a filter change. I swear there's insects and different things in amongst all the media that gets blown back into the pond at some stage, and they all go crazy and try and eat the larvae, I think. Got some nice mosses now growing up the side. I just thought I'd seed a couple of bits in there on the stonework when I built it, and they're taking quite nicely. I did have some that side, but it's not doing as well as this side. I think it's just a little bit of a lack of light there, I think. But it might grow up again in the summertime. It's been very dark in the shed during the winter, but as that sun rises up and comes over and gets higher in the sky, it lights the garden up nicely then. So we may have a bit more growth. Today's temperature is 11.1. Giving them a bit of food today. Bit of the Medikoi wheat germ with garlic. Keep those proteins down. They're a little bit annoyed now because I've been in here messing around, banging and clacking, and obviously they've had a quiet winter. But they soon get used to it. They get used to my footsteps coming in the shed a couple of 3 times a day to feed them. All coming up to the surface for their food. So there you go. I hope that's helped you out on the filter system there. It's sunny here at the moment. It's hard to get you a nice shot of the system without all the shadows, to be honest. But there you go. If you do like these videos, please like, share and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos I've got as well. I've got other things on the go. I've got an aquascape which I've which I've got going, which is coming on lovely now if you're into your aquariums. I also breed shrimps, different species, crystal reds, crystal blacks, rillies, all different ones in there in my shrimp cupboard. There's the build of that as well, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go and have a look at that. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, so be safe and bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.